Hooray! Why am I sounding so excited? Because today I reached 3,000 subscribers to my little guitar channel. So thank you very much for all those people who have stuck with it. It's fun though, isn't it? You know, it's great when you get something for nothing. That's what I think. Right, let's move straight on to this. I've been doing some rock and roll for you. I showed you how to do a shuffle rhythm the other day, which has proved to be pretty popular. So now I'm going to show you a similar thing with a straight rhythm. And the idea is to make your guitar sound like 2 or maybe even 3. How are we doing that? Because we're adding like a bass line to the chords. We'll get to it. Now with this one, download your paperwork. For those new to the channel, and I know some people are new to the channel because I've just reached 3,000 and it wasn't that the last time I spoke to you. So for those people, download this paperwork. It's unique, typical Fennah original stuff for those people that know the Fennah name. Okay, now unlike the other one, I had to split the bar up over 2 pages. It's very easy to understand, but you'll see why in a minute. The counts at the bottom, 1 and 2 and then the next page would be 3 and 4 and so on. Okay, so this is where you'll put your finger, your pleck action. These are your beats here, beats, and your this is telling you where you're going to bring your pleck down from and what to do with it. Okay, pleck, dead easy. So first thing we're going to do is put our first finger across the first 4 strings, as you did in the other one, and we'll get straight into it. All right, I'm using this funky little blue guitar. For those people who have never seen it before, it's going to do something really cool in a minute, but not yet. You have to wait. Okay, so I'm sorry about the hearts, by the way. I borrowed this off a mate of mine, Brian. Thank you, Brian. I'll have to ask him why these hearts are on it. All right, it's probably a good explanation. Let me have a quick swig before we begin. There we go. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is the pattern. Ordinarily, with a straight rhythm, we'd go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and which is fine in itself, isn't it? But you know, you might want to put a bit more in it, like this, which is what we're going to do. All right. So first finger across 4 strings at the 2nd fret. Okay, and with your pleck, if you look at your diagram, you'll see that your pleck, the arrow is pointing over the 5th string. And we want to be playing the 5, the 4 and the 3 at most. You can play a bit of the 2 if you want, but 5, 4 and 3 is what we're aiming for, okay? And we're going to do this. 2 beats coming down from the 5th string. 1 and on beat 2, we'll add our 2nd finger to the 5th string of the 3rd fret. Sounds odd like that, but it'll sound great. For the and after the 2, we put our 3rd finger there. You can take this one off, so we've got this 1 and 2 and. If you look at the diagram for that, you'll see this is where we did 1 and. That's where we added the finger 2 and. Okay, and these are the beats 1 and 2 and. So now we have to do the 3 and 4 and. Okay, we're still here, so we've done this, just to recap. 1 and 2 and. All of that was from with the 5th string. Now we're going to move on to the 4th string, same shape. 3 and on beat 4, the 3 and is just with this coming down from the 4th string. For beat 4, we add our 3rd finger to the 4th string at the 4th fret. And then finally, for the and after the 4, we're going to come up hard from the 3rd string, so we can catch some of this chord. We put the bar together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Okay, so that's A. All right, so we've done A. Now we're going to look at the 2nd chord, which is D. I'll tell you about the arrangement of the 12 bars in a minute. But for now, let's just look at what we've got to play. Play a traditional D, just a normal one. You're not actually going to hit the 1st string, but put that there anyway, because you know, for other things you'll be using it. So do it like this. Little finger has to do all the work. Now, again, this is very similar to the A, but this time we're going to come down from the 4th string because we're playing the chord D, and this is the note D. So coming down for beat 1. 1 and. Okay, so we're just playing the D chord and we're coming down twice from the 4th string. 1 and. On beat 2 we're going to add our little finger to the 4th string at the 3rd fret. Okay, so we've got 1 and 2, and then we're going to move the same little finger up to the 4th fret on string, on beat, the half beat after the 2. Let me do it again. 1 and 2 and. Alright, so that's that done. Now we're on to the second half of the bar for the 3 and 4 and, still on the D. I'll replay the bit we've just done. 1 and 2 and. Take that little finger off and come down for the 3 on the 3rd string now. 3 and. Okay, so we've just got a beat and a half coming down from the 3rd string. 3 and. Put the 2 bits together again. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Messed up there. Little finger onto the 3rd string at the 4th fret. 4 and then up hard from the 2nd string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You'll notice that if you're used to playing something at speed, when you try and slow it down, you F it up, as I just did. Let's do that D again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so that's your D taken care of. Alright? As I say, don't worry about how many times we do it. We'll look at that in a minute. Final chord in the sequence, as with the other one, is the chord E. And again, we're going to use our 1st finger. We'll put it across 5 strings. We're really only interested in pressing down the 5 and the 4, but keep it like that anyway, because you want these fingers to be able to move here. Now, this is very, very important. See these crosses here? You'll see some on the other ones as well. But these crosses here are to tell you that under no circumstances whatsoever should you hit those strings. We would normally play an E like this, but this finger here is going to play these 2 strings, so we can't play the 3rd string. If we do, it will sound shit. Okay, I'm sorry to use that word, but that's the only word I know to describe what it will sound like if you hit the 3rd string. Shit. Alright? We'll say no more about it. What are we going to do on the E? We're going to do exactly the same thing we did on the A, but 5 millimeters towards the ceiling. So instead of playing 5 and 3 as we did on the A, we're going to play the 6 and the 4. So I'll do it slowly for you. In E, there's our shape across 5 strings, coming down from the 6th string now. Why? Because it's an E note. Right? 1 and. Add your 2nd finger to the bass string at the 3rd fret. That's for beat 2, and then for beat 3, add your 3rd finger to the bass string at the 4th fret. 1 and 2 and. Right. Do that again just so we can pick it up. 1 and 2 and. For 3 and, we just take these fingers off and we're just going to come down twice from the 5th string. 3 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and. And for the 4 and, for beat 4, we put our 3rd finger on the 5th string at the 4th fret and we play foot, just come down from that string. 4, and then for the and that follows it, we come up hard from the 4th string. Not the 3rd. Very important. I can't emphasize the point enough. It's really important that you don't hit that 3rd string. I'll do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the best way to control your pluck is to use the heel of your hand there, sort of. You don't want to do this. As I say, that would sound shit. Alright? Now, that's where we are with that. So we've learnt how to play the 3 shapes. You'll practice those and practice those and practice those, and then you'll say, well, we need to put this into practice, Mr. Fennah. And I'll say, I know. So we'll look at this then, which is your last page. Now this is exactly the same as the other one that we did on the shuffle. You know, there's no difference, except that it's a different rhythm. You've got 4 bars of A. What does that mean? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's 1 bar. Do it 4 times. Similarly with the D, which you'll do twice. 2 on the A, and then the final 4 bars, E, D, A and E. Okay? Now, when you get fed up and you've played it for as long as you can and your fingers getting sore, you will substitute this last line here for this line here. So the E and the D will remain, and you'll do this little bit of tab to finish it. So it'll sound like this. E, D, and finish on an A7. What's the tab? It's the same as the other one, but without the shuffle. Come up from the 5th string, sorry, come up from the 5th fret on strings 1 and 2. Excuse me. Okay, so 5th fret, come up. Okay, and you can do downstrokes for the rest of this one, unlike the other one. Just down on the 3rd string at the 7th, down at the 5th fret, 4th string now, frets 7, 6, 5, 5th string, frets 7, 6, 5, bass string 8, bass string 5, A7th played with one finger there and your 3rd finger there, or your 2nd. I use my 3rd. Okay, so now, should we put some rhythm to that? Okay, here we go. This is why this guitar's cool. Ready? 2, 3, 4. D, A, gets tired doing all that movement, then you can just do this. Keep all downstrokes and just let your 3rd finger jump onto the, in the case of A, onto the 4th string at the 4th fret like this. If you're playing D, your little finger will go onto the 3rd string at the 4th fret. And if you're playing E, it will be on the 5th string at the 4th fret. Because, you know, sometimes you can overdo it. So that's how you make your one guitar sound like 2 guitars. Alright, one more time. If you make it a bit faster. There we are. So, your rock and roll straight rhythm. And don't forget, nearly every rock song ever written is based around this sort of stuff. So enjoy it, you know, practice it a lot, because so many songs that you'll want to do, whether you're into Zeppelin, Status Quo, the Beatles, anyone, most of the stuff that you'll hear that's really cool is based around things like this. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you again for my 3,000 subscriptions. Alright, I hope I'm keeping you amused, if nothing else. Tell all your friends as well, and remind them everything on my channel is 100% free. All the downloads, no one's going to charge you, you know, after you've downloaded sheet 1, $3 for sheet 2. It's all free, so just take advantage of it while you can, because I've got a big show coming up soon in September, because I produce plays and write plays as well. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to keep this up, so for now we're okay, but take advantage of it while you can. On that note, take care. Bye bye.